Main menu. Yes, let's go. What's up YouTube? I'm back with another video. This time I'm gonna show you how you can add some creative texture to your UK garage tracks. So we're gonna use a Splice sample and I'm gonna turn it into something really atmospheric and cool that can add some texture and vibe to our track. So enough talking, I'm gonna show you how I do it. Let's go. Okay, so I have this track idea. So it's really cool, it has a vibe, but I think it lacks a little bit of atmospheric stuff that can really like play around in a stereo field. So we're gonna fix that. I found this sample on Splice. So the first thing we do is we match this sample to the tempo of our project. So I'm just gonna do this and stretch it to around here. And remember to set the time stretching to auto, so the pitch is in the key of E minor. And then I'm gonna reverse it. And then we want to bounce this to audio. In FL Studio, we can do this really quickly by right-clicking in the playlist here and go to consolidate this track and then time selection. Press start. Okay, so now we have the audio clip reversed. Then we're gonna open this sample up in Slicex. So right click on the sample here and choose open in new Slicex channel. And then you get this window. Okay, so we want to chop up this sample and you can do this by clicking this button here and using auto slice. And I like to use the medium auto slicing. So we get some slices here. And remember to fade out any cuts or pops, and you can do this by clicking this button and going to perfect all regions. Okay, so we're gonna use a new pattern, call this Atmos. So I'm just gonna try to come up with some kind of pattern that we can use for the Atmos and atmospheric sound to our UK garage track. Okay, I think we have like a really cool pattern here. And I wanted to change it. And then maybe go down here. Okay, so it might sound a little bit cheesy, but we are going to get there. So I want to assign this to a new channel. So route this to a free mixer track. And then the key here is to get that atmospheric sound. I want to add a lot of reverb, some delay, some EQ, because I want the sound to be in like the background of the rest of the track. So it's more like to adding some kind of vibe and some atmosphere stuff. So it's not gonna take up that much space in the mix. Let's just pull up like a basic Fruity reverb. And let's have a listen to the jingle. So pull down the dry a little bit, up with the width. Also maybe pull up the stereo width. The decay, I want it to have like at around 3 seconds because I don't want it to get like too washed out. A little bit of pre-delay, low cut and high cut up here. And maybe like play around with the diffusion here. So the reverb sounds a little bit like broken. And also the size. Okay, so it's already getting like that atmospheric sound. Then perhaps adding a little bit of delay as well. So the delay 3. And maybe like on time 3. And so I don't want it to be like too crazy, so I'm just gonna decrease the input level a little bit. Also the feedback. I don't need any more reverb delay kind of effects, so I'm just gonna like clean up a little bit with an EQ. So just the Fruity parametric EQ2, and just gonna do like a low and high cut. Awesome. And then I think I'm just gonna boost the volume a little bit. So just adding the Fruity Panomatic, you can use whatever plugin that just has a volume knob. Okay, so the last thing that I'm gonna add is some kind of sidechaining because I wanted to dock with the rest of the beat. So I'm just gonna use the shaper box volume shaper here with some sidechain built in. So we get that pumping feeling. So let's try to listen to this in context with the rest of the beat. Again, I don't have any idea if this gonna work. I just tried out stuff and you should do that as well. So let's take a listen. Right now, I think it sounds really, really awesome, to be honest. And I'm just playing around with like the level of the mixer channel because I just want it to be like barely hearable. In my opinion, this adds a ton of atmospheric vibe to my track because before I added the sound, like the track was lacking a little bit of like stereo width and atmosphere. So let's just take a listen without the sound that we just added. So this is fine on its own, but I like to play around with the stereo field. So let's just take a listen to it with the sound that we just created. This is too awesome. And again, you can do this with a lot of different sounds. I just wanted to show you that you can take a Splice sample, reverse it, and make it totally unique by slicing and cutting it up and adding some effects. And right now we have our own really unique sound. I can even bounce this to audio again. So now I have a sample that I can use for in other projects if I want to, and that's really cool and flexible. Okay guys, that was it for this video. I hope it inspired you to do your own atmospheric sounds to your UK garage tracks. This method can be used for a lot of different samples, sound sources as well. I just want to give you the methods and the tools to be creative in the studio. As always, if you like the video, it would mean so much to me if you will smash that like button or even subscribe to the channel. So I hope to see you in the next video. Take care. Peace.